are you this evening, UA High School? We are part of the Vanguard Action Squad of the League of...
Villains. Love them or hate them, you just can't deny that these fellas are some interesting ones to watch. From wicked witches, to dark lords, to mad titans, and even destructive kings, bad guys are everywhere. So as you can tell from the video title, this was supposed to be part of Nando V Movies' One Villainous Scene compilation. But unfortunately, I got busy with stuff, so once again, Spooter's late to the party.
You're late. I'm not paying for this.
So I decided, screw it, let's just release that at Halloween time. Because, you know, spooky stuff. I wasn't sure who I wanted to talk about for this video. There are so many great villains I could talk about, and I have so little time. But then, I was on HBO Max one day, and found the original Teen Titans series from 2003, so I decided to watch it. And thus, I was introduced to one of the greatest villains of all time.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Titans? A month? A year? A millennium? Far too long for my tastes, anyway. I was beginning to think I'd never see your smiling faces again.
Slade, in my humble opinion, is probably one of the best villains I've ever seen in a cartoon. And not just that, one of the best I've seen in any media. But what makes a villain good, you ask? Well, you see, I've created a list of 3 things I like to say make a perfect villain. Those being their charisma, their relationship to the hero or heroes, and the threat they pose. And not every villain has to have all these qualities, but a good antagonist should. So let's see if Slade here has these qualities. Before we continue, this video is sponsored by no one. I don't have a sponsor. Something I should probably mention about Slade, to any non-comic readers here, is that in the comics, he wasn't a tactician like he is in the show. He was just a mercenary named Deathstroke. Unfortunately, Cartoon Network was like, no, we can't do that. Change him, please. So they decided to just call him Slade in the show and make him a criminal mastermind, rather than an assassin. Now, can I tell you a secret? This idea was perfect. I'm being serious here. Making Slade a criminal mastermind was a stroke of genius. He has such a great presence that he literally makes any episode he's in a great one. Honestly, any scene he's in will always have you on the edge of your seat. I also find it really interesting how we never find out what his true goal is. He's not your average mustache-twirling supervillain. He has a true goal in mind, he's just not sharing it with us. That is, until it's too late. And of course, Ron Perlman's cold voice really adds on to the character. Slade and Robin's relationship is probably one of the most interesting things in the show. The two of them bounce off each other really well, creating a somewhat master and apprentice relationship. He also has some great moments with the other Teen Titans, like this one from Betrayal.
Your friends are being annihilated as we speak.
Liar! Beast Boy, it's the truth. Why?
Because you could never give her what she needs.
Or this interesting scene with Raven in Birthmark.
You're going to destroy the world, Raven. It's written all over your face.
As we can clearly see through this evidence, Slade truly is the Teen Titans' greatest enemy. Even without powers, Slade still proves himself to be a deadly enemy. In fact, he might be the deadliest. Well, besides a certain demon, that is. He knows just how to outsmart his enemies, almost never letting them get the upper hand. He's like one of those villains. You know the ones. The ones who usually just sit around and let their lackeys do all the work. Only Slade here can actually get stuff done if he needs to. I mean, the guy once took down the Flash. I think that alone proves he's a threat. So, does Mr. Slade here fit these categories? Well, let's review, shall we? He has a great screen presence, dynamic relationships with the heroes, and poses a threat even after death. Whoa. Even after death? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, my dear friends, this is where we lead into the villainous scene. A scene from the episode appropriately titled haunted. During the season 2 finale, titled Aftershock, Slade is killed by Tara and dies. So yeah, good news is Slade's dead. But then...
Too slow, Robin. You always were.
He's back. But yet he's not? So what's going on here? So to explain things, Robin is being haunted by visions of Slade. He believes he's seeing Slade and fighting him, when in reality, he's just fighting himself, beating himself up all for a lost cause. Slade's not real to the characters or to the audience, but he's real to Robin, and that's what's important.
Slade, stop.
No, Robin. I won't stop. Not now, not ever. I am the thing that keeps you up at night. The evil that haunts every dark corner of your mind. I will never rest. And neither will you.
Slade's presence is so strong that he manages to be a threat even when he's not there. To me, that's much more terrifying than any supernatural ability out there. Power over mind. Being such an influential presence that you just can't get out of people's minds. We later find out that the reason why Robin kept seeing him was because of poisonous gases Slade put in his mask, to put in his mind. But it still doesn't change the fact that Slade still managed to haunt our heroes even throughout death. That is, until the end of the episode, where we get this terrifying revelation.
The reagent in Slade's mask didn't trigger itself. There was a signal. Somebody triggered it. From outside the tower.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you liked this video, I highly encourage you to like and subscribe for more content like this. I believe I have 2 more videos coming out this year, one being just a little fun ASMR, and the other being the final chapter in the Ultimate Quarantine film ranking series, which I hope to release by the end of the year, and maybe one more relating to a certain anime. Until then, I'll see you around. Stay spectacular.
I'd like to make myself